Hi everybody, really happy to be here. So I'm Malik Yacoubi, I'm the CEO of Nesto. So have you ever applied for a mortgage? Did you like it? Was it fun? Did you get the best rate? Probably not, you don't know in fact. The process sucks. It's pretty long, it's complex, the rate spectrum is really large, and the difference between the lowest rate and the not so lowest rate can make a big difference. In fact, it can make a $40,000 difference on your mortgage life. That's a lot of money. So, how do you get to the savings to save this $40,000? Well, first you take a week vacation, because it will be long. You'll need to do a lot of work. Second, you need to decide between two paths. First, do I want to do it myself, or do I want to do it with a mortgage broker? So imagine you want to do it yourself. Well, what you need to do is to meet all of these nice brands that I'm sure some of you are in the room, and meet them one by one. But most of them will tell you something quite crazy. They will tell you, continue shopping, and if you find a better rate somewhere else, we'll match it. That's crazy. Why don't you just give me the better rate already? So, the other option, if you go with the mortgage broker, something you need to know about the mortgage broker is that they're commission paid. So the higher the interest rate is, maybe the higher the commission could be. So there's some kind of conflict of interest. So you'll need to find the right one. And there's over 600 million results on Google. So good luck finding the right one, the one that you can actually trust. But let's say you end up with this guy, and you start your process. So first, you'll be filing forms, and we'll ask you about your life, your past, and your past life, and who you are, what you're doing. And then they will ask you to prove everything you've said is real. So we'll ask you for T4, we'll ask you for proof of tax return, we'll ask you for tons of questions. This is very long. Once everything is done, then you wait. You'll wait 6 days. You can wait up to 6 days without knowing what's going on, with no updates. Imagine you just bought a house and you just have 10 days to close your mortgage. This can be very stressful. So, we see three main problems in the mortgage industry. First, the transparency on rates. There is no transparency on rates. Second, simplicity and speed. It's very long, it's very tedious, it's very complex. And there's no trusted brand that you'll know you'll get the best rate and the best experience at the same time. So this is why we're launching Canada's first digital mortgage application. This is a first, it doesn't exist today. So what does it mean? First, it means that in a second, you'll have access to all the best rate, and not the one that you need to negotiate, truly the best rate that we can offer you right away and in real time. Second, our AI-driven personalized engine recommendation engine will propose you personalized rates and products based on your credit score, based on who you are and what you're looking to buy. This is really unique, it doesn't exist. We just launched it. Finally, you'll be able to apply directly online from your mobile phone or on your website. We'll leverage third-party data like LinkedIn to fill in your 3 years of employment history. We'll leverage OCR to simplify the application process. All this supported by commission-free advisor. Our people will give you advice, and they're not on commission. All we want is the satisfaction of our clients. So they're not on commission, they're salary-based. And lenders love us because we find them the right client in the right region that they're looking for with the right credit score. We convert them on our platform directly and match them with the best product that the client actually needs. And because we have an underwriting team that makes sure that every file we send them is perfect and great, we get a funding ratio of over 90%. So it's working. Our pipeline is growing by over $10 million per week. We've done tens of millions in mortgages already. We just started, and we know that we have the right product market fit, and what a market it is. It's a $16.5 trillion market. We're just starting at it. We're really excited. So we're Nesto. We bring brighter mortgage. So please, if you have a mortgage, go try our app or come work with us. Thank you. So, I brought iPads for the judges.
Je pensais que c'était des enveloppes brunes. Wasn't it like brown envelope?
So is there a camera? Because I want to show. It's something that we just started to send to our customers, or it's personalized box where we send them tiles. So they never lose their keys. So it's very adapted, and I have one for each of the judges. So.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, it's fine.
Thank you.
So the questions can start now. I'll pass the box. Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about whether or not you're focusing on new mortgages or mortgage renewals? And if it's both, how are you getting in the middle of the mortgage renewal process to get at prospects?
Okay, so we do both. First, one of the segments that we concentrate on, it's definitely the first home buyer. So we find them online through marketing techniques. And we also do renewal. Because what we found is that over 70% of the people actually look for rates online, and we just make sure that they find us, and we get into the middle of the renewal process.
As more and more digital brokers come into play, how do you plan to differentiate with Nesto?
Well, at the end of the day, we need to build a trusted brand. So we need to make sure that we're out there, that we can be trusted. And you know, my background is I've been Chief Digital Officer at Cossette for the last 8 years, so I kind of know how to build brand. And you know, the other thing is we need to make sure that we simplify the process to the maximum. So we'll invest heavily in technology, so the experience is truly differentiated. Plus, we make sure that we have great relation with every of our lenders, and this is why we believe we'll be able to bring better deals to our clients and at the same time a better experience.
So can you talk a little bit about your team, where they've come from, their experience in the space, and how you'd go about growing the product from mortgage only?
Sure. So first the team, so we are about 23 people. I think we just hired 3 more at launch, so it's growing quite fast. So we're investing heavily in technology, so engineers, so front end and back end. We do have our own marketing team, so we have head of product, UX, marketing, all people that comes from that have great industry background, coming from Accenture, from McKinsey, from Cossette, and other great brands. And I think your last question was, yeah, obviously we will be looking at doing cross sells and selling complementary product like insurance and other.
What's your, you're just Canada right now, and your expansion program looks like what? What kind of timing?
So right now we're focusing on Canada to make sure that we master the acquisition process, the best experience, and the integration with the lenders. Then we'll be looking at different markets. Obviously, US, it's a great market that we'll need to look at because it's a massive one. Plus, there's multiple lenders out there that don't have all the means and knowledge to do like truly digital play and compete with the Rocket Mortgage that is now #1 in the States.
I can be sure that I will have the best interest rate on your application.
So one thing we do is that we crawl all of our competitors all the time. So we make sure that we get to know what's out there. Plus, one thing that's very different is because we have salaried brokers, it's enabled us to flip the model around. So we're able to cut, the percentage that would go in the pocket of the commission broker usually, and pass it back to the customer, which makes a big difference right now. So we're buying down every rate, basically.
Can you talk about your customer acquisition strategy? Is it mostly paid, and how do you differentiate versus the 600 million other results on Google?
Yes, so I don't know how to find the 600 million out there, but so one thing that we are making sure it's to target very specific area that through AdWords and Facebook, and what we do is we pass back all the information that we have to make sure that we retarget exactly the same kind of customer. So this is one thing. We're doing many partnerships right now with different brands. that will be announced pretty soon that will enable us to send qualified traffic to our platform. Plus, we have many acts that I'm not sure I can talk about it on stage.